Okay. Wow. Josh here. I've got some news for you. As some of you have probably noticed, it's been a long time since I've graced your ears with my subtle, not so subtle, dad jokes on the podcast. And there's a reason for that, which I'll get to in a second. But first, here's the big news. The pitch is coming back. Yes, after a year and a half hiatus, we will be returning with new episodes late in the fall. Now, you may be thinking, that's great, Josh, but what the heck happened? You disappeared for a year and a half. Well, the answer, COVID. In 2020 and 2021, we weren't able to host any new recording events for the show. Something about cycling in 30 founders over a 3-day period into a tiny room with the same 5 investors sounded like a recipe to spread a pandemic. So yeah, we couldn't record in the studio. There were personal reasons too. I was tired, very tired. I'd been hosting the show for 5 years and needed a break. So we took the time, the show went on hiatus, and if I'm honest, I wasn't sure if the show would ever return. I needed some separation from the thing to see if I still loved it. Well, I got that separation. It was good for me, mentally, spiritually, all that. But then something happened early this year. I started to really miss the show. The investors, the founders, the team, you. I really do love making the pitch. So many of you reached out to me personally, asking me if everything's okay and when the show is coming back. And some even told stories about how they wouldn't have started their business if it wasn't for the pitch, which is a little scary and awesome. But it meant the world to me to hear how important this show had become to you all. I needed to hear that. So here we are. It's 2022. The world is opening back up. People are traveling for business. And I'm excited about the pitch again. So I reached out to Spotify to discuss bringing the show back. After a few conversations, I offered to buy the show. And they accepted my offer. I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm grateful for the people at Gimlet and Spotify that worked with me on the acquisition. It was a dream come true 5 years ago when the pitch sold to a fledgling little startup called Gimlet Media. Then to be a part of their journey of getting acquired by Spotify has been one of the greatest joys of my career so far. So now, to get the same show back in my hands to breathe new life into the podcast, are you kidding me? I'm stoked. I get to be an entrepreneur again at my own fledgling startup. Anyways, you'll be hearing from me more in the coming months as we assemble a team, get the band of investors back together, and start taking sponsors for the show. Oh, and founders, I need to hear your pitches. We've got a recording event to plan. So pitch me. If you're a startup founder raising a pre-seed, seed, or Series A round of funding, go to thepitch.show/apply. Or if you're interested in partnering with us in another way, shoot me an email at josh@thepitch.show with the subject, Return of the Pitch. All right. Wow. It's so good to be talking to you all again. I've missed you. I really have. Talk again soon.